this has been fun. What can I say? Day 4, and wow, it flew by again. We had to do a case where we analyzed a police fitness test. We had to understand which movement patterns and which energy systems were most dominant and most important to complete the test. And then using everything we learned in the past 3.5, 4 days, we then needed to apply that to designing a training program, choosing the right exercises and choosing the right intervals or intensity of the training. Interesting, because that really shows you how much you've understood or still need to understand. And obviously for me, the insight is there's a lot that I still need to understand. So that was one aspect of day 4, but you also see that it's all coming together. We did tests, as in assessing someone's current level of fitness to understand where their starting point is and how you pick those kinds of starting points. Like, how do you decide it's going to be 1/3 or 2/3 of their body weight? Or how do you understand, what kind of cardio intervals we're going to start someone on with if we're talking about general conditioning or general strength training. If you look at those two examples, that was interesting. One of the things we had to do was the step test, but then a shortened version. Normally it's 6 minutes. Here it was 2 minutes, and of course everyone competitively probably went all out, which was interesting and fun. So we tried to do that. I think I got like 85 steps up and down in 2 minutes. I don't know if that's a lot. You need 106 minutes, so probably it's fine. But still, I thought I would have been able to do more. Because good enough, for some reason, in today's society is not good enough, which is complete nonsense, right? We can all agree on that. So, overall, like using a test like that and saying, okay, well, that's, the goal is to be able to do this test or to improve on this test, and let's retest it every 2 weeks or every month and see how far we get. And that also might give someone who's training a sense of accomplishment. The kicker, though, was the mobility screen. Because, I thought, okay, my overhead mobility, even did it on the live stream this morning where I waiter pressed the kettlebell up, and I was like, well, my shoulder seems to be moving all right. I have no problems here. But apparently when I lie flat on my back and then you make a W with your hands and you kind of like raise them overhead, my wrists cannot stay on the floor flat. So I can extend my arms and my wrists are flat on the floor. But the moment I retract my arms, the moment I retract my arms towards my body, my wrist does this. And that shows a lack of mobility at the top and the end range. So there's a lot more mobility to be trained and done and had there. And I think it just goes to show also that, if you look at all of the mobility exercises I've been doing, there are probably better selections I can make specifically for my challenges instead of just cycling through all of the mobility exercises I discovered online and thought that they look cool. So it's a difference between, doing a movement because it feels good and because it's pleasurable, which in and of itself is a fine training choice, versus doing a movement because I feel that there is some sort of progression that I want to make in that, because it's going to truly make me more mobile and more in control of my body and my movements. So those were a couple of insights from day 4. Tomorrow we're going to synthesize everything, put everything together. And that's going to be fun. So I look forward to that. And like I was saying, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'll see you tomorrow.